All right, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. We're going to go ahead and look at an update here from the dev post here. Paul Dost, he's pretty good at letting us know exactly what's been going on. I am going to read this whole entire thing. I'm sorry, but I am a Holochain enthusiast, so I kind of want to let everyone know. For those who are driving or those who are listening, I'm reading directly from this page. For those who can see it, you can go ahead and read it as well. This week, we decided to deploy Elemental Chat, the first Holochain app to be pushed out to all Holo ports. Again, this is all Holo ports. This is an exciting week for us, and we hope you, our patient Holo port owners, have fun with your first HAP. Uh, the Holochain developer documentation has been updated so that everything you read is true and correct for Holochain RSM. We've retired the Holochain Redux documentation. For those who don't know, they went from Redux to the Holochain RSM, which I'm not going to get deep into that. I apologize for the noise in the background. It's taken for these guys forever to mow the couple of pieces of grass out there in front of my apartment, but it is what it is. There have been some more breaking news changes in the Holochain HDK with a focus on improving developer ergonomics. We expect these will be the last breaking changes to the host API for a while, which is good news for development and deployment. There's one bit of news for developers, a draft of new HAP bundle manifest format, which is Holochain's equivalent of a package file. I also have a small update on Holoport Nano, which I know many of you guys have been asking about that, by the way, where it's at, and what people who bought the Nano can do while they're waiting for it to get where it should be. Lastly, I recap what happened with at Fosdem or FOSDEM, one of the world's biggest open source conferences. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about HoloChat. It says HoloChat after weeks of all hands on deck work, we finally deployed the first HAP to all Holo ports. Elemental Chat, a proof of concept real-time chat app built on Holochain. If you own a Holo port and haven't turned it on in a while, today is the day. Head to your Holo forum, follow the update instructions, and get chatting. Okay, so it has it right here. I don't know. Can I? I'm gonna see if I can press play right here. I did pull it up. Okay, so basically, it is on silent. So for many of you guys who are on the road or listening while they're like riding a bicycle or something, basically what's happening here is they have the element chat pulled up, and they're all communicating with each other from different Holo ports, and I think that's pretty cool. So for many of you guys, I'm pretty sure you can see this is also on YouTube. Many of what I'm going to show you guys today is on YouTube. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up on exactly what is out there. So basically, I'm going to fast forward through all this. But as you can see, they're all communicating peer to peer using the elemental shap and using the Holo port. So for many of you guys who think that Holochain is a scam or that it's a pump and dump, you have been quite misinformed. You need to do your own research. And yeah, so obviously people who have done their own research are probably listening to me right now talking about Holochain. So moving forward, it says, we're super excited, of course. This has been a long time coming, but I thought I'd let the world speak for us. The response from those who've already started playing with Element Chat, 97 Holoport owners so far, is super positive. They say it feels fast. Um, Hi, team. Congratulations to this huge milestone and many thanks for all the effort. Hi, everyone. This is amazing. Can't wait to tell my wife that the Holoport is working. I guarantee you he's probably like, look, baby, I'm telling you, it's not a scam. It's working. It's working. I paid this money for it. It's not. I'm good. Still a bit, this person says, still a bit buggy, but it's way better than I experienced in a test before. This person says, this is something that is one of a kind. Well done to the HoloDev team for the start to changing literally the world. Cheers. Where are you located? Germany, Macedonia, California, New Zealand, Russia, France, England, Denmark, Spain, Finland. People from all over the place. So yeah. And then it says here there are 364 registered nodes online, and we expect more to join throughout the week. I believe I talked about that at the last time. So another person says, uh, good to have brought a prototype to market and launched a year ago, and I'm incredibly happy they did it. The current code base is a work of art, and Rust developers are going to go bonkers for it when they get wind of this new P2P platform, peer-to-peer platform. All right. This person, Dave Wolf, I do follow him on Instagram as well. I follow a lot of people on Instagram dealing with Holochain, but it says, will you chat with someone and they can immediately reply without needing to wait 10 minutes for a new block to commit to a blockchain or pay $5 per message, then you know you're using next gen distributed apps. So, um, yeah. More positive news. This person says, I have been taken by a lot of things lately, but I can't wait to update my Holoport and try this new Holochain Elemental chat. Get ready, guys. This is just the beginning. And he's absolutely right. This is just the beginning. This is absolutely just the beginning. And then if you guys can see here, it's saying where we are on the roadmap. So we're at a new place on the roadmap. Um, we are here, and the next step is I can't go into that. It says, oh yeah, host the elemental chat on Holochain RSM. So, and then the one after that is host console usage. I apologize for that. And then the next one says Holo Fuel registration. Holo Fuel, Holo registration. That's where it says right here, like, it's phase 3, where we're moving from alpha to beta. And look, when the biggest thing is that when Holo, I know that we're not, you know what, I'm not going to even get sidetracked with the whole Holo Fuel and the whole hot token thing. Um, so, and then it goes into developer documentation updated for RSM. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Um, I get bored with this stuff. I don't understand a lot of this stuff. I'm just a regular investor. I'm not a professional or anything. So I just or a professional advisor. So I just follow the news, follow the technology, get the updates, find out what's going on, make sure that what I've invested in is actually moving forward as a project and not moving backwards or haven't had any serious bumps. But it says here's what's next: a Holo World style getting started with development tutorial, more advanced installation and configuration guides, including how to pin your development dependencies and the beginnings of a new guidebook. Okay, so the nano size Holoport Nano update. The Holoport Nano is almost ready to manufacture. We've worked out the bugs in the auto update process. However, we've had supply chain issues with some of the components, partly due to COVID-19, and we're waiting for the Chinese Lunar New Year celebration to pass before our manufacturing partner continues with their work and starts building the final batch of test units to ensure manufacturing will go smoothly. In the meantime, we'll be inviting the long-suffering Holoport Nano purchasers to be the first testers when we roll out our next milestone, hosted Elemental Chat. Look for invitation in your email inbox soon. So this is all great news. They're finally giving us time frames. They're finally giving us dates so we can move forward. Holochain development update, breaking changes, packages, spec draft, all this stuff. You guys can take a look at this. I will. I decided that with this one, I will go ahead and post the links down below. So please um, don't get on me too much about that. This time the DNA bundle spec taking shape. A lot of this stuff is technical things that I really don't understand. It's really for those who are developers and stuff like that. And then it talks about the Fosdem conference recap. It says this past weekend we co-hosted the Beyond Blockchain Dev Room at Fosdem 2021, along with another distributor at Project. Fosdem is the biggest open source conference in Europe, run completely by volunteers. It was held online this year, of course, which means that it was accessible to a lot more people. In total, Holochain community presented 4 sessions, an introductory talk on development workshops. I don't have. It says I don't have the steps that how many people participated, but the conversation in the chat and the QA felt very rich and productive. People were showing interest, getting excited, and asking intelligent questions. It says I don't have links to these sessions except my introductory talk. Give it a watch, tweet it, share it with your developer friends, whatever you like. And if you have a minute, give them some feedback. Basically, this just talks about what is Holochain for developers. I'm curious. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's 12 minutes long, but let's just see how he introduces what.
Hello, my name is Paul, and I work with the Holochain project, where my job is to figure out how to explain Holochain to the world. What it is, how it works, and why you should care. Sometimes it feels like a big job, like I'm being asked to describe reality in one paragraph and give at least 3 examples. Not that I think that Holochain equals reality or anything, but reality and Holochain are both kind of complex. Not complicated, which is kind of a bad word in engineering, but just that the level of complexity is appropriate to the problem at hand. And maybe that's the best place to start. What problem is Holochain actually trying to solve? Generally, it's the same problem that everyone in the DWeb space is trying to solve. Concentration of power, which leads to loss of human agency, which leads to all sorts of other nasties. Everything from my internet is down and I can't access my reports now to a major democratic nation just got hacked by social media and now it's throwing 500 errors. But when you take the big organization out of the middle, it gets a bit messy. With no police force, there's no way to tell who or what can be trusted. And infrastructure can break down too, and there's nobody to fix it. These are serious usability problems, and the centralized world has largely figured them out, for better or for worse. Centralization means maintainability and simplicity for engineers, and top-down enforceable safety and reliability for users. And the DWeb needs to figure these problems out, or nobody's going to want to use it. We just want the simplicity, reliability, and safety of the centralized internet, along with the self-determination that people want. Is that too much to ask? That's why the decentralized world spends so much of its effort on system integrity. Depending on the application, that means different things. It could be event ordering, availability, access control.
Okay, so this is 12 minutes long. I'm not gonna put you guys through it, but let me tell you something, you guys. This is on YouTube. It doesn't have a link here, but please check this out. I'm actually gonna come back and listen to this in its entirety. So I'm actually kind of excited. We all need something like this so we can let people know, hey, what is Holochain? Like a lot of people are like, what is Holochain? Like, and he's right, it's complicated. I've told people it taken me, even though I invested in it, because like I kind of like I did hours and hours of YouTube videos and listening to other people explain it. And this guy is like literally giving it. I believe there should be more of this. I don't know why Holochain doesn't really have more of this or more advertising. I don't know what they're doing. I would love to be in the room explaining how they can get this information out to the world in a more efficient way. But they might not be doing that because of the fact that, well, Holo, the hot token is not necessarily being used. It's not, it's not. It's one of those things to where it's just a placeholder, maybe. And there's still some questions between the hot token and Holo Fuel. So maybe they don't want people to be investing in it, or maybe they don't want to make too much of a big deal out of it if they haven't really fully had all this stuff out. I don't know, but I do think that it should be more advertising going on. So, in a way, uh, it says on cooperation, here's my chance to get a bit editorial. You might be surprised to hear me praising other DWeb projects. Why would I be calling attention away from how? Okay, so I don't want to hear anything about that. What do you think? Okay, yeah. So anyway, Yeah, this is great. This is great news. I'm really really excited. Many of you guys who are holding the hot token should be excited. This is really exciting time. This year is going to be a great year. I can smell it, I can feel it, I can taste it. So I'm excited about that. Let's go ahead. I wanted to kind of go over like a quick 1 minute video of something that's actually pretty cool. Many of you asked about Red Grid, which we all know is a company that is invested in Holochain. And so, what we're going to do is we're just going to take a quick look at their video and what they have to say, why they actually chose Holochain in the first place.
We had a pretty strong run towards the end of December, putting together all our sprint planning and putting together the new team that we have that's developing the technology. So Sim will probably talk a bit about that in a minute. And that was pretty intense because we hired a really fantastic project manager from the UK. And she's been really sort of shaping things up and doing a really wonderful job of putting that all together, working with some new developers, and really putting ourselves into a really good spot to get the next version of the MVP. It's just like more of a minimum viable product rather than a minimum viable product. So it's nice to have something out that actually, that will be working really soon. And then as we got back into January, we pushed pretty hard to get a whole bunch of business model testing done that Alex has been doing, and he can talk about that in a minute. And we just submitted last night like a pretty big grant for government funding for doing some virtual microgrids. So there's some really cool stuff happening. It's
Did you guys hear what he said? He said government funding. I want you guys to let that sink in.
A lot of kind of product development happening, and a lot of kind of trying to work on how we scale up the business model and put that forward. And so, yeah, it's exciting. That's what's going on.
All right. So yeah, as I stated before, look, this is all great news. This is exciting. So congratulations. I'm gonna pat my own self on the back. I'm gonna pat many of you guys on the back. We, for many of us, just hang in there. In a year or two, depending on how long or how much income you're actually planning on receiving, or how much Bitcoin. You guys already know my exit strategy. I've stated it many, many times. But yeah, just go ahead and be prepared because it's coming. So that is the update. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's been going on. I told you guys every single time I get an update, I'm gonna let you guys know. I know it's kind of crazy weekend because I haven't really been on this weekend, but it's time to get started now. So anyway, have a great day, you guys, and as I always say, stay safe out there.